Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Archana, homeschooling mom of two boys aged 9 and 3. So in today's video, I wanted to give you a brief update about our quarter 3 and also, a few details about what I'm planning to reform for the rest of this academic year, which for us ends in the third week of June. Okay, so as far as science is concerned, we have been using the elemental science curriculum, and I have done a detailed flip through and a review of both the physics and the chemistry, and both of which can be found on my channel. I will link it in the description box down below. It works for my son. It may not be a good fit for every kid because it is very rigorous, it is very comprehensive, and it is also very parent involvement heavy. Now, the good thing about it is that it is for the grammar stage, which means that it spans between second grade and the fifth grade. So basically, you're teaching the same concepts for 3 or 4 years, but you're allowed to go in depth into it and explore the concepts further. And the concepts themselves are really advanced for that particular age. I mean, all of the elements of the periodic table are taught, and as far as physics is concerned, electricity, electronics, as well as computer, a little bit of computer engineering is taught in physics. So it is an in-depth curriculum, but I like it because my son is gifted in science. He's not so gifted in many other things, but this curriculum works for him as far as science is concerned. And another thing is that my son is he does not take very positively to constant book work, table work, and he loves researching and exploring and doing a whole bunch of experiments. And if you have a science buff like that, this curriculum will definitely work, provided you are able to work with your kid on all of the experiments. Now, as of now, I'm only home educating just one kid. My younger son is only 3 years old, so I am able to involve myself in all of these experiments, on all of these lessons. But having said that, it was still a bit much for me to plan and to purchase the materials ahead of time. Not that the experiments in the curriculum were were hard, but it's just that one thing that I have to plan and set up in my homeschool schedule, apart from running the house, cleaning, cooking, manning a toddler and all of the other things. But I did it anyway because, my son's passion, so to say, as of now is chemistry, and he really wanted to do all of the experiments. So we laid out, all of the experiments for all of the units, and we did all of that. But I don't know going forth if I'm going to be able to don't give that much time for all of these chapters and all of these experiments. And the thing is that my plan going forth will be to actually take it slow. Now, my son is very positive and open towards physics and chemistry, but he doesn't sort of like biology too much. So going forth, I think I'm going to concentrate a little more on biology. So I did mention that my son does not take positively to book work, but I have been encouraging him because I think 3rd to 4th grade is a very good time to start developing the habit of writing. So we do writing every single day, and I'm slowly wooing him back onto the desk to focus his mind on answering a few questions and putting all his thoughts down on paper. Now, for math, we have been using Math in Focus, which is by the Singapore Math Publication Company, and it's working okay. It's a little dry, but my son, he has this mindset in his head as far as math is concerned. Whether it's dry or whether it's blowing my mind, I have to do my 2 pages independently. So for the most part, he is independent as far as math is concerned, unless of course we tackle a whole new concept, a whole new unit, and in that case, I come in and I explain certain things to him. But Singapore Math is known for its repetitiveness, it's known for its rigor. So again, back and forth, a concept is introduced, and then there's tons and tons of exercises that reinforce the concepts in mind. And 3rd graders mostly it is multiplication and division, so there's just pages and pages of this to be done. Even if it gets boring, there is still merit and there is still value in practicing that, so much so that it sort of becomes muscle memory. So math is working for us, and we are sailing along smoothly. I won't say that it's his favorite subject, but it's okay. At least we're not lagging behind in math. Now, as far as language arts is concerned, I mentioned in my curriculum choices video that this year we are doing a secular homeschooling curriculum called Lightning Literature. Now, it is a very good, a very rigorous and extensive grammar curriculum, but it does not have any spelling lessons involved, right? So at the beginning of the third grade, I purchased Lightning Literature, and I also purchased Level 3 Good and Beautiful. Now, why did I purchase the Good and the Beautiful even though I'm a secular homeschooler? Number one, it was good and beautiful, and I am even though I'm not a Christian, we are a very, very God-fearing family, and I'm all for wholesome, old-fashioned, quality literature. Therefore, Good and Beautiful totally works for me. Now, I do supplement the Good and the Beautiful with a reading comprehension workbook from Evanmore, because I think that that kids, especially my son, I think that he needs to understand how to make inferences from a text and then answer questions, because as I already told you, he's not particularly open to book work. So we do supplement the Good and the Beautiful with a reading comprehension workbook. Okay, so as far as history is concerned, we have sort of made a switch to the Usborne encyclopedia. I mean, not exactly a switch. We're still going with the story of the world. We're still reading it, reading a couple of chapters per week. But every single day we look at the Usborne Encyclopedia of History, and it is a beautiful, colorful book which explains, beautifully what each millennia brought with it. And I think that at this grade, it's the perfect either supplement or main text for history. So I've been really happy with it. And apart from this, we've also been reading aloud a lot of biographies from the Who Was series. So I'm happy with how things are going, now. And for the next 3 months until our academic year finishes, I am going to encourage my son to write a little bit more. So this is my goal, that I want him to write a little bit more, and we are working through our workbooks. As I said, we are working through our Evanmore comprehension books and a few other workbooks that we've been loving this last quarter of our homeschool year this year. So my goal for the last quarter of this school year is to spend as much time as we can outside, at least a couple of hours in the morning every day. I really need my children to, to take in all that sunshine that was totally missed during all of these dark winter months here. And we are also taking an art class online. So we are going to focus our energies during spring to do a lot of art. And we're going to write in our nature journals, because we're going to be taking all of these walks outside. But because this is third grade, my son will also be taking a standardized test. So towards that, we are also going to work on a few things that might have been missed based on the Common Core standards. So, I am a member of the IXL. It's an online portal starting from grades, I think pre-K all the way to 8th or 9th grades for all subjects, and they sort of keep you at par with Common Core standards. It's just a place where you can take multiple choice questions, tests, quizzes, just to make sure that you don't have any gaps, especially during years that your kid is going to be taking the standardized test. So because my son is going to be taking a standardized test in the next couple of months, we will be doing a bunch of quizzes on IXL. But other than that, I don't think I'm going to accelerate the pace of our learning. I think we're doing fine. So basically finish out the year as best as we can. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please subscribe and come back for more videos. I'll see you in another video really soon. Bye-bye.